Well folks, how are you getting on? As you can see here behind me, we are getting ready for a bit of silage on the long acre. I'm after cutting two bits of paddocks, one here and one down the other part of the long acre. Good crop of grass up in this bit, not as much in the other bit, but it'll just, as that says, refill the silage bank. I have a good few bales left over from last year that I didn't use, so I might manage to get away with just cutting a couple of paddocks over the course of the summer. As I said, I've two cut here at the moment. There's the cat, look. He's after taking off down the line. So as I said, I'm going to get some cut here out the back of the house, get more cut down the end of the long acre, and then maybe later on in the summer I might do literally the same again, and that should bring me up to the kind of amount of bales I need to have for winter time. So for any of you who are following that don't maybe understand what's going on here or why farmers do this, so we let the grass grow, we cut the grass, we let it wilt a little bit in the sun if you're trying to make silage, you let it wilt for a few days if you want to make hay, and in the case of making silage we wrap it in black plastic, which helps it ferment over the winter, essentially pickling it, which preserves it, and therefore then it keeps throughout the winter time, and you don't need a shed or things like that to be able to store it. Sometimes you'll see it's put into a big pile, into a pit, that's usually done with much bigger farms, but for as small fellas like myself, a few bales do me just fine. So as I said, happy with the crop of grass out the back here, and hopefully to get a good few bales out. It's just down here now with the second paddock that's cut. You can see it's just a little bit lighter, but still it's grand crop of grass like this there. I'll get a couple of bales out of it, I'll be happy. It's better than letting the cows go in and start walking it all down. And as I said, I'm going to try do this again maybe towards the end of the summer. If I even cut the same two paddocks again, I'll have enough bales for the winter time. I'm hoping the lads will be on maybe around lunchtime tomorrow. So today is Thursday evening, basically. I'm talking to you now Thursday night, and I'm hoping the lads will be on tomorrow, Friday. And after the lads get it baled up, I'll be sure to get out the Renault, and I'll be bringing up the bales and stacking them with the rest of the bales, hopefully. All going well and going to plan. There's no need to be turning this or scattering it out or anything. It's doing serious wilting. It was cut around 1 o'clock today, so it's looking great. And but I'm glad to have it come the winter. So folks, lads just landed on there now. They're getting silage all rolled up. I'm busy, I'm cutting grass out the back of the house. Different form of silage. You see the sweat rolling off me. It's been a very warm evening for this, but we'll be going out now later on tonight. We'll gather up them bales, and as I said, we'll have silage in for the winter. I'll be sure to get a video. I'll be sure to get a video when the baler lands on. He should be on there shortly, and get you a clip of that. So that's the field up the back of the house, that little paddock done. It's only this little paddock left to do. I think they got 6 bales up the back of the house, and sure, if we get another 6 down here, I will be very, very happy. 12 bales to add to the little stockpile, and as I said, if I make another 12 in a few weeks' time, that'll just bring me up enough. As I said, I have less cattle this year than I have had previous years, so just a little bit. Every little helps, as I think Marty Whelan used to say, wasn't it? Every little helps. So we get this gathered up now, and I'll be going off now shortly. I need to go borrow a bale handler. I don't think there's one for the loader available this evening because the lads are using it next door, but I'll get one for the rear of the tractor and we'll gather them up in place, and then I can stack them up on the other evenings. Just need to get them in off the fields, because whatever it is, when the bales are wrapped out in the field, the crows just, they get extra excited and they'll attack them, but somehow when they're in the yard, they're less likely to go near them. So I'll be bringing them up just to the area where I keep the bales, and the lads are on their way now to come down and get this bale. And with that, the lads are nearly finished. You can see it's a very tricky paddock to do. It's in a triangular shape, and it mightn't look like it, but it's at quite a slope. So you see they have to back up certain directions and stuff to lay the bales off safely. Otherwise they'll be taking out all the clip X fencing, because then bales will just start going and there'll be no stopping them, like a rolling snowball. So I'd say we're going to get about the same amount of bales down here, so it's all looking good. I'm very happy with it. And for anyone wondering, that is Rohan Agri in the background. He has absolutely lovely gear, very well maintained, very well minded, and always top notch service for all the services here in the Long Acre that I get done. But cows are looking on. Yes girls, that is the food for the winter. You can't have it now. It's like when you go to the shops and you buy some really nice snacks and you try not to eat them in the car on the way to home. You have to wait and get in the winter. With that as well, after the lads are done and the bales gone, I will be letting the cows up here, and they'll eat all that excess grass around the place, around the headlands, around the ditches and stuff. Just tidy it up for the next grazing. I probably won't use this for the next round of bales getting made, but we'll see. So it looks like we're going to get 7, maybe 7.5, 8 bales down here. My phone is just about to die, so I want to bring it up, get it charged, so I'll do a bit more recording later. He's just taking up the last line of grass there, and that's it for the bit of baling done. And just great to get it in, get it done, and now I need to go get the tractor, start bringing them in out of the field. It's getting late. It's great having the long evenings, but you completely lose track of time. So the bale handler collected there now. You see it has a set of gloves on it. I don't have one for the loader, so I'll just bring them in singly this evening. What I'll do is one of the evenings I'll stack them up double. And sure lads, are you doing anything if you don't have the LED lights on? Do you know what I mean? Even though it's daytime, nighttime, daytime. It's 10:15 at night, and we're going to go out now, get the bales in and the bales below, and stack them over beyond. If you missed the update going back a couple of months ago, I managed to buy the Renault here behind me, and it's been a big game changer to finally have my own tractor on the farm. I have yet to get implements and stuff for it. It takes time to build up them things. As I said to people, started the Long Acre here from scratch, and that's, you know, you don't realise how lucky you were, even if you only inherited a 165 and a couple of bits for whether it was a fertiliser shaker, a bale handler and bits and bobs. To have the few bits there even to trade in against something makes a big difference. But the tractor has definitely started to make life easier around the Long Acre. I have a bucket for it there. I have a 6-foot bucket to go on the front of it, so it's been handy for rooting and digging and doing different bits and bobs. And obviously for the last spell of feeding the cattle at the shed, it was handy for lifting bales in and out. But very happy with the Renault so far. It's a nice, clean, tidy tractor. Do me perfectly. Anyone who's following a while knows I always wanted a massive 390T, but this is better than nothing. I have to say there's lots of power, and there's actually John Deere engine in that model of Renault, and it's good power in the loader. It's 4-wheel drive. It does exactly what it says in the tin. Doesn't have to look pretty. Doesn't have to have the big common brands that everyone else has to have. Just has to do what I need it to do. And in fairness, I have an awful lot for the tractor to do, but at the same time, when you don't have one, you do really miss it. So just letting off the first one there now. And only 11 more to go. And I'll get back to you when I get the rest of them done. That's So, that's the bales brought in now. That should see us through till winter, see us through the winter, should I say, and get a few more bales made later on in the summer, and that should be enough for this winter.